Hey guys, what's up? MoneyB123 coming to you today. In this video today, what I want to do is show the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, mine's the AT&T version, running on the newest KitKat ROM 4.4.2. Now, AT&T has not officially put out this ROM yet. This is the KitKat ROM that was taken from the international Galaxy Note 2, the N7105. So it is an official ROM from Samsung, but it's not specifically for the AT&T. So some developers have taken that and made it to where it will work on the AT&T version, the i317. It'll work on the T-Mobile version, I believe, the T889, and of course it'll work on the international version, the N7105 as well. And so what I want to do today is show you it running this newest KitKat Touchwiz ROM that has some upgraded features built into it. It has some Note 3 features in it, and it has some Galaxy S5 features built into it as well. And I want to show those running for you today. So first thing, real quick, let me just go in here and show you that this is running on 4.4.2. There. So you can see there it's running on Android 4.4.2, and just to prove that it does have Touchwiz running, pull the S Pen out. You can see there in the notification bar, if it'll focus, shows there in the notification bar that that the S Pen has been taken out. Okay, and then you can see it brings up these recommended S Pen apps. Those apps wouldn't be there, and it wouldn't have that functionality to recognize that if this was not running a Touchwiz ROM. Okay? So we're running KitKat with Touchwiz. Alright. Next thing I want to do is I want to show you on the computer where this ROM comes from. And so you can see here this this developer over here on XDA, his name is EzKat2.0. MK4, and I'm running his EzKat2.0. I believe he's going to be coming out with his EzKat 2.5 pretty soon, but what I'm showing off today is the EzKat 2.0. So that's what I'm doing today, just showing you a review of this and showing all the different features that have been included in this new ROM here. Okay. So back over to the phone. First thing I want to show you is that this has Air Command built into it. Okay, just like on the Galaxy Note 3. So let me show you what happens here. Pull out the S Pen, and like you're going to take a screenshot, but you don't push it all the way down, and it brings up your Air Command here, where you have all these different options. Okay, let me get back out here quick. So this first one is Action Memo, and I can do like a number 962 869 3104, and that number means nothing to me, I just came up with that. Okay, call, then I can call that phone number. Okay? Same thing, scrapbooker, screen write. This is like just taking a screenshot basically so that you can annotate the screen that you're on. S Finder, and then this one's real cool, this pin window. So when you do that, you just draw that on there, and then for instance you can bring up the calculator, and you can do this over the top of any app. So let me do that. Let me just show you again here. So I could say 269.99 plus 159.99, total of 429.99. You can open that. You can do that across any app. Bring up all these different apps. So not just the calculator, but I can bring up phone. I can bring up clock, music, messages, gallery, any of those. I can bring those up as a separate window, open like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, next thing is the unintrusive calling, and I'm gonna kind of do a B-roll on that because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to make that work as I was recording this. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put that in right here, and you'll see that I'm open there in the web browser, and that phone call is going to be coming in. And you can see it's an unintrusive calling where it doesn't just completely take over the screen, where it comes up, and I can answer the phone call, and then I can talk from there. And that's a pretty awesome feature that's been included. All right, next thing. Let me go over to close out that action memo there. Let me go over to the settings. And you probably saw that a second ago, but we have a different settings menu here, and looks different than what a standard Galaxy Note 2. I believe this is the Galaxy S5 menu setting. This is the way it looks like in the menu. So you have download booster included here, data usage, all that typical stuff, display font, one-handed, easy mode, private. Okay. That's cool new settings menu. Okay. Another thing I want to show off is the potato mods that are included here. Alright. So basically what these potato mods do is they're going to affect your notification bar up here, and be able to get different colors up here, to be able to set some gestures up, and different things like that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you these gradients to set up some colors. And so I tried to think of some way to make this actually where you might actually use it. Okay, and you may be able to tell I'm not using the stock launcher that comes with this. I have the Google Now launcher. That's what I prefer, so that's what I'm running here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my wallpaper here. Let's say you're an Oregon fan. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to the potato gradients. Alright, and I'm going to pick this first color. I'm going to get a green color here. Pretty dark color. And then I'm going to get a yellow for the second one. Pretty bright yellow. I know these colors aren't going to be perfect. As you can see right there. Matches pretty good with that. And that's just me doing it freehand real quick. So in that you can change these orientations. Yeah, I found on the orientation, and there may be another way to do this. I just haven't found it yet. To be able to change the orientation, I've got to go to 4 color, go back to 2 color, and then go into orientation, and then it'll let me switch the orientation. So you can see now it's left to right. I'm going to go top to bottom, so you can see how it changed there. Alright, so just as an example of another one, say you're a tech fan. Of course, that ain't going to go with that at all. That's going to look terrible. So we're going to go back over to this gradient. I'm going to change this now. Really on any of these colors, if you go all the way down to the bottom left there, it changes it to black. And then on this one, I'm going to put it up here on the red. And so you can see how that looks pretty good now with that wallpaper. Okay. Now, the other thing is setting up these potato mod gestures. Okay, and I forgot to say this, for those gradient colors to work, you have to go over here to this gestures app. status bar gesture, and you have to set the status bar to completely transparent for those to work. Okay, now I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna put this just as a completely different color so there's no mistaking it. And so you can see there it puts that as your gesture bar. Okay, so you can set up all these different actions. So for a double click action, I can set that as home. Okay, so if I double tap that, it takes me home. And you can set up, you can see what you can do there within this. So you can have your swipe left, you can have your swipe right, double click, long press. So on long press, let's try sleep. I think every time I tried to do sleep, it always gave some kind of an error. But anyways, that's what's going on there. So I'm gonna set that back to transparent. So I just want to show off some of those features. Those are the ones that I really wanted to hit on. You have KitKat now with Touchwiz. This thing runs great. The battery life is excellent on it, and a very smooth ROM. Everything's working out very good on this, and Easy is developing this even further, so it's gonna progress and become even smoother and become even a more cohesive experience. Over here on his thread, there's some different things you can flash over here. I have the S5 keyboard. It's one that you can flash in here real easy, and he has his 240 DPI mod, and so I think that's about it. So pretty cool ROM. Appreciate Easy for making this. And one last thing I wanted to say about this potato mod is, if you like the way that it's supposed to be, you can just set all of this to transparent, and then you can see how that's the way it is. It's supposed to be under KitKat is have a transparent. So if you want it to be the way it's supposed to be under KitKat, then you can do that very quickly also. Alright, I think that's about it for that. Sweet ROM. Thanks, Easy. See y'all later.